All right, y'all. What's up? I'm your girl, Jewel Renee.
What's up? It's your boy AD.
And we're here doing Genie Bottle
Genie.
Q&A.
Yes.
First of all, I want to say happy belated Cinco de Mayo because that just passed. We're about to take some shots right quick for 2020.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
All right, let's go ahead and get this started. So what fishbowl, not fishbowl, Genie Bottle Q&A. We got some random questions. We're just going to pretty much grab them out of the Genie Bottle.
You want to go first?
Oh, okay. No matter. Do I have to answer this question or is this question for you?
This is going to be for me.
Okay, let me mix it up because
Alright.
it looked like you didn't do yours the way I did mine. Which will make it easier for me to know which ones are mine. All right. Oh, you want me to read it?
Yeah, you read it. And I'll answer.
Oh, God. Okay, it says, what is the meanest thing you've done to someone on purpose?
Meanest thing I've done to somebody on purpose. I want to say, oh man, that's a good question. Okay, meanest thing I've done to somebody on purpose. It might be kind of petty, cause I believe in matching energy.
Right.
So, meanest thing I've done to somebody accidentally on purpose. I would say is I think I was at home one day and damn, you know how people just be like in a shitty mood, like, you know what I'm saying, like hard day at school, hard day at work, whatever,
right.
whatever. And it's like I understand it, everybody go through it, so it's just like I try to pep you up, but it's just like when you give me like, you know what I'm saying, when you giving me the energy that you done got back, it's just kind of like, all right, I got something for your ass. So, think the person in question was sitting outside, and I went in the house, and I'm grown, so whenever I go in the door, I always lock it behind me. But you know what I'm saying, it wasn't instinct this time. It was just kind of like, oh, well, yeah. It was just like, well, shit, you could keep you and that shitty ass attitude out there, and then, yeah, you in timeout outside, and when you want to come back and, you know what I'm saying, act like you got your shit together, then okay.
Right.
Yeah, but for that time being, you in timeout. I ain't got time for that shit.
I think my alarm's going off. Okay, so yeah, you go ahead and let's see. I'll pick it up for you so they can see it.
Alright.
Just excuse me, y'all. My alarm started going off.
Oh, you heard that pop? Like, oh my God. What's the hidden agenda behind quarantine?
What?
What?
What's okay? What's the hidden agenda behind quarantine?
Okay, well, what do you think would be a hidden agenda behind quarantine?
Gosh, that's loaded. One hidden agenda I've heard people say is population control.
Like depopulation.
Not with the quarantine. Yeah, not with the quarantine, but with the coronavirus.
Right.
But the hidden agenda, it may be to, well, yeah, still population control, because they're actually controlling where people go and what you can do.
Yeah.
It could be something that's financial.
Mm-hmm.
Trying
to say if you essential or not, as far as, oh, you can keep going to work, whatever, you know what I mean?
Right, but in a way that it's controlling what businesses are open and what businesses are closed, you're kind of controlling who's able to make money and who's not.
Yeah, because everybody else relying on their stimulus.
And then you got all the stimulus, you got
unemployment,
tax time that just passed. So people, are still probably getting their refunds. Some people haven't been able to file yet.
Yeah. I heard they're letting it, like, because, like, as far as, like, filing taxes, like, usually by now, everybody...
They're extending the
yeah, they're extending the period, right. Because usually, like, by now, everybody either got their taxes or the very last that them filed starting to get them now,
right.
through the mail.
Yeah. So you got the stimulus, you got people filing for or applying for different loans and stuff like that.
Yeah. I ain't think about
then
that.
You have all of the essential businesses and a lot of the products that they had, everybody rushing out to go. Well, they didn't have everybody, but people felt like they needed to go buy toilet tissue and stuff. So that would be making people who make toilet tissue more money.
Yeah.
Hand sanitizer, Clorox, Lysol.
Right.
People who make masks, and then it could have something to do with the relationship between America and China.
Yes.
Definitely, because then you look how ironic it is that everybody needs masks all of a sudden, and you have to wait for China to send them to you because that's who's making them.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to me because it's like what they're telling everybody that they should be doing is just like, it's just dumb to me because it's like, of course you wouldn't want somebody, all breathing down your neck and your face, or people don't wash their hands. Like, it took a pandemic just to tell people to, like, oh, wash your hands,
right.
Cover your mouth when you sneeze and cough. Like, what? Like, that should be common sense. Like, off rip.
What Trump was saying, they was asking him something, and pretty much he was like, now that we're learning to do these things that are going to make you clean, I'm like, this is stuff that everybody should be doing anyway. You shouldn't be all up in nobody's face. You should be washing your hands. You shouldn't, you go into a public bathroom, you want to try not to touch the handle and knob.
Right, you should just be practicing
these places that we go should be cleaned on a regular basis.
Right.
I know I used to work in an airport, and I can tell you from experience, from being there every day for long periods of time, it wasn't a whole lot of cleaning going on.
Yeah. A whole lot.
But I bet you it is now. Right.
Yeah.
You go places and it's a lot cleaner.
It's still a lot of like.
The simplest thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
Just practice good hygiene.
Yeah, they'll tell you in a doctor's office, like they used to say back in the day that people were dying and stuff, and a lot of it was because of the germs that the doctors had on their hands.
Yeah. And
that just by washing their hands, they was like keeping people from dying.
Yeah.
So being a germaphobe myself, I'm happy that when I go to the grocery store, people have to stay 6 feet away from me in line, because people like to be all up on you, breathing down your neck and hitting you with their cart, and kids all up on you and not coughing and sneezing. It's just like,
I don't want you breathing AIDS on my neck. I'm just saying, you don't know what people got.
You can't breathe AIDS on the neck.
I'm just saying, like.
All right, you want to do another question?
All right, I'll go ahead and do one.
I think you went. Oh, you question for you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Genie Bottle. Genie Bottle.
Genie Bottle.
Genie Bottle. Okay.
That's one of the ones I messed up.
Why don't people believe in old school love anymore? Oh.
People don't. Okay, I'm gonna go in on this one. People don't believe in old school love anymore because I feel like, okay, I'm gonna start it off like this. I feel like society has made like a standard as far as like what you should look for, and I feel like society has messed up relationships in general, because really, like, as far as like the minorities, you know what I'm saying, like, a man having his family, that's all we got. You know what I'm saying? And you see like, you know what I'm saying, society looking at the minority families and it's just like, oh damn, like, you know what I'm saying, they got all these, you know what I'm saying, big, strong names, you know what I'm saying, they're big because they had a support system. And the support system comes from the home and the families. So it's like, oh, we got like, especially like with black men, you know what I'm saying, like they looked at that and it was just like, oh, we gotta tear that shit up. We got, you know what I'm saying, like we can't
So you
let
think
them.
that they have kind of made it hard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you tear down a man's household. What is he good for?
Right.
Well, where's his support gonna come from?
Right.
So
Taking
and
the
then
foundation away.
right, exactly. You don't like if you don't have foundation, you don't have anything.
And then at
like
the same
nothing's
time,
gonna
the
be able
man
to stand
is
on.
the foundation of the family.
Right. So then just piggybacking off that, you know what I'm saying? Like now, I want to say as far as like where we are in time now, people just want to get ahead in any way possible, and a lot of people now don't really have no shame. They just like, oh,
it's not about love; it's about things.
I'm gonna use what I got to get where I need, basically.
Right, and that has nothing to do with love.
That has nothing to do with love.
And those things you should be probably trying to get for yourself instead of trying to use somebody else to get it through them, and calling it love.
And then I feel like a lot of people are like, I don't want to say insanity, but it's kind of like, well, insanity has a little bit to do with it too, because it's like, sometimes, like, people will say, oh, just because I don't cheat, I'm a good person. No, that's not, no, because most of the most toxic people are, you know what I'm saying, they don't believe in cheating, they don't believe in, you know what I'm saying, being unloyal, well, being, you know what I'm saying, just having like multiple partners, but at the same time, you can still
be a toxic
you can still drag somebody down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, bring somebody down just what like your negative influence and like just trying to like get over on them. You know what I'm saying? This person doing this shit not because they feel entitled, just because they care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like people will manipulate people who are still looking for that.
Do you think
that Jada and that will love?
Do you think that people in this generation, or not really in this generation, but in this time, haven't really, younger people haven't had a good example of what real love is? I'm assuming that you say old school love, but I mean like real love.
Yeah, like people like, especially like my generation, like a lot of them have grown up in single family households, so they don't know what love is. Like they don't know as far as like two functioning adults in a household. You know what I'm saying? Like they're used to drama and, you know what I'm saying,
baby
all this
mama,
domestic
baby
violence,
daddy.
like just all that, you know what I'm saying, craziness. So then when they do run into somebody who either knows what it is or has an idea of what it is, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like, oh, this is what that is. I don't even think I'm ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Then they go back into...
Or they think that it's something that's not real. So you have a person
that
actually operates under what you would consider as real, genuine, unconditional love. And then you have somebody who thinks like how everybody else thinks.
Yeah.
And then them two people come together and it's like they don't believe that.
Like no matter
it's
what...
it's like the way about the person who knows the real love is acting in a way that's cliche to the other person. So if they say, yeah, that's how I really feel, they're like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Or,
exactly.
You know, just because I'm mad at you doesn't mean I don't love you anymore. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought if you was mad at me, it mean that right now you don't love me.